All right. Thanks, everyone. As Mark said, my name is Brian Summers. I'm the president of the Utah Mining Association. The Utah Mining Association was founded in 1915, and we represent mining industries here in the state, both on the extraction side, the processing side, and also those that work in the supporting industries that support our mine operators and processing facilities. And I'm very excited to be here today. This is an amazing facility that we have here and an amazing resource for the state of Utah. And I know we're here mostly to talk about some of the exciting projects that are going on that really speak to the future of this facility. But I also want to talk a little bit about the history of this facility. As you know, this facility has been here for over 40 years. And, has been providing uranium that's been used in our U.S. nuclear industry for all of that time. There's, a long history of producing vanadium here, which has been used for U.S. steelmaking and then other manufacturing facilities. And also a history of taking contaminated soils and alternate feeds from all over the country that have allowed a really crucial service where, you have these contaminated feeds and this facility can pull out the radionuclides and other contaminated elements of these soils and put some of those things to good use and then, safely dispose of the others. And this is a huge benefit for our nation in helping with environmental remediation and also helping to clean up areas that can then be redeveloped. And perhaps most importantly, this is Energy Fuels has an amazing history here as a great corporate citizen in providing rewarding and high-paying jobs for generations of San Juan County citizens. Energy Fuels is one of the largest private employers in San Juan County and one of the few wealth-creating industries that we have here in this part of the state. I mean, really, to create new wealth, you've got to create something new, bring something out of the ground, manufacture something new. And so mining is one of those industries, and we're very excited about the opportunities that are available here. Mining jobs in San Juan County pay 97% more than the average county wage here. And so these are great jobs for the citizens of San Juan County. And as you know, this is our poorest county in the state. And unfortunately, there's a real problem with intergenerational poverty in this part of the state and in some of our other rural counties as well. And one of the things that I love about the White Mesa Mill and about other mining facilities is that, even if you grew up in very humble circumstances, and have struggled with intergenerational poverty, if you get a job at the White Mesa Mill or at another mining operation, on day one, you join the middle class. I mean, that's really the power of these jobs that have the types of skills that are needed here and the type of pay that's available. And so as I said before, a lot of what we want to talk about today is really the future of this facility. And some of the work that's being done here is not just important for San Juan County, it's important for our entire nation. This is the beginning of the supply chain, as I said, for our nuclear industry that's providing some of the, about 20% of the baseload power that we rely on in this country. It's the beginning of the supply chain for vanadium that we need for all of the infrastructure investments that we've been talking about over the last number of years and just for growth in the economy generally, for new manufacturing, for energy storage technologies, new batteries, solid-state batteries. And then, of course, with the rare earths project that they have going on here, rare earths are incredibly important for, providing all kinds of critical elements that we need for a number of new technologies and things that we rely on. And also to increase the uranium production and to start producing thorium here as well that can be used in medical technologies. And then again, the rare earths that we need from everything from F-35s to communications technologies to batteries and magnets and all kinds of different things. And so this is really important work that's being done here. And particularly because this is going to help us to reduce our reliance on countries that don't like us very much, specifically Russia and China. Getting China and China-aligned or getting Russia and Russian-aligned countries out of the nuclear supply chain is incredibly important, especially with what's happened over the last year and a half. And then also reducing our reliance on China for not just rare earths, but for a number of different critical elements is really important to ensure that we don't have a country that, again, doesn't align with our values, that has the ability to constrict those supply chains, which they've done many times in the past. And already, even at the relatively small scale where they're producing the rare earth concentrates now, this is still one of the most promising rare supply chains that we have in the country, and also one of the only ones that doesn't touch China in any way. And with the new separation facilities that are being built here, we have the opportunity to again have a very scalable rare supply chain, and one that will be able to provide a large percentage of the rares that we need in this economy. And this is already at a facility that's already it's here, it's permitted, it's operational. You have the knowledge and the skills of the employees here. This isn't a greenfield operation that's going to take years and years and years in permitting and, run into all kinds of potential litigation and other problems. This is something that's happening right now, and it's happening because of the skill and the knowledge of the employees here. It's really amazing to see what they've been able to do in building this separation facility from the ground up. And I believe what's happening here is a real success story for San Juan County, for Utah, and for our entire nation. It's an American success story, what's happening here, and we need to see more of this. We need to see more of taking these existing facilities we have, existing mining operations, and figuring out how to make them even more valuable, how to use capacity that we already have and knowledge that we already have to, again, make sure that we have the supply chains we need for our economic and national security. So I'm very honored that I get the opportunity to represent Energy Fuels and other amazing mineral producers here in the state of Utah. Energy Fuels is a very long-standing member of the Utah Mining Association. And as Mark said, we work very closely to try and make sure that we have the political and regulatory support in this state so that places like Energy Fuels and other mining operations and processing operations can really thrive here and provide the opportunities for the local citizens and, again, these raw materials that we need. And I want to just express my thanks to Mark and Curtis and Logan and all of the team here at Energy Fuels, and also to our elected officials. You heard from one of the best that we have, in Congressman Curtis. I know that we've got representatives from Senator Lee's office, and we've got great support from our delegation in Washington, D.C. Unfortunately, none of the legislators could be here today because they're up in Salt Lake at interim meetings, but we've got great local elected officials here, and we've got amazing state regulators that are very helpful to ensuring that we've got a welcoming environment for the type of projects that are happening here with Energy Fuels and here at the White Mesa Mill. And that's something that we're going to continue to fight for. Make sure that Utah is the best place to do anything related to mining and processing. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support, and appreciate the opportunity to speak to you today.